I was around a very long time ago, and I worked hard for the advancement of my people. The Black Star Liner, I tried to progress them, to move them out of their mental state, but many of them were concerned with little trivial things, although I had a lot of followers all over the world, because I made it my business to travel. But I was always being brought down by the whites and my own people. I'm sorry to say this, but it's true. People talk about mismanagement. I call it mistrustment. I trust many of my people, thinking that they wanted what I wanted, but they just wanted power and control. Neferatiti, thank you for contacting me. No one's ever channeled me. Nobody thought it's important to hear what I've got to say from the spirit world. They do listen to my recordings though, which I'm thankful for. I know it's a long time ago. Many of your people in this time read my books. I am most honored. That's why I wrote things down even in that time. I knew the power of the pen. I knew if I wrote things down, it can cover the world. Once I did my publications, I knew that it was hard work, but I knew it can translate until the world could read it, and that was a communication tool that allowed us to galvanize, get together, speak to each other. It was a difficult time I was in, but black people knew that Africa was not far away. I instilled that in their minds, to be proud of themselves, and that Africa was not that far away, and that we were linked to these people, these Africans, and it was a constant reminder that our people had gone through this slavery and been downtrodden, and our spirits were whipped left, right and centre. But although our spirits were whipped in a physical sense, we still lived on. And many things that I wrote was to rise up our people from stop feeling downtrodden. That was not long after slavery, and the self-esteem issue still carried on. We were very lost people. Someone had to get us together, to galvanize us, and to give us a spirit to move on. I never knew that my influence would reach so far and wide. People in my own land never respected me. You know, they thought that I was an agitator and they weren't interested. But I knew I had a mission. I knew I had to get out of that place. My own land, Jamaica. I knew I had to go forward and spread the word. And my word had to be spread. Move forward, onward, black people. Move forward, onward, Africans. Move out of these systems that don't belong to us. Let us live together. Let us work together. Let us move on together. Let us march together. Let us grow together. Let us build what we built in the past. I was fully aware of Egypt and what had happened there, and I knew that these people were Africans like me, even though in our time they tried to fool us, just like in your time. But now, this time, your time, people have a lot of information, but yet they don't seem to be progressing. They are still brainwashed. That's the difficulty that I tried to eradicate that brainwashing, that constant brainwashing. I told my people, you are beautiful people. Stand up, be proud, move on. That's why I wrote many books, so that I could leave a legacy behind. It was just not words in air. As you have seen, many have interpreted my stuff negatively and speak negatively of me and try to bring me down, even though they physically know that the Black Star Liners was one of the greatest things in Black history. After the pyramids, that is. My spirit lives on. I will hope that many of these Africans all over the world and in Africa will contact me and make some link with me. Although in my time people didn't understand about the spiritual world, I was driven by a force. I did not know what it was. I thought this force was God that was moving me on. Many people said I was a dictatorship, but they didn't understand that we had to be in check with ourselves. We had to be on time. We had to be clean. We had to be well dressed to show the world that we were proud and respectful of ourselves. They don't understand. Many didn't understand. I did have agitators. I had to deal with them, not in a very nice way, because I had a mission to do. I had to show the world that we could reclaim back our land that was once taken away from us, violently, crazily, angrily, leaving us all displaced all over the world, not knowing where we came from. I had to leave that message on the earth, and this is why I was incarnated at the time I was, to bring influence at the beginning of the century, to move our people onto a better place. And you know, although I did not get my Black Star Liners to move out, although it collapsed, and people said it was mismanagement, but I say it was mistrustment. I trusted many people that did not assist me. I couldn't do it all by myself. I needed assistance. But that comes from that deep, deep hurt within many of our people. We don't trust ourselves. And once you don't trust yourself, you won't allow anybody else to trust you. My teachings were basic and honest. They were the truth. I was inspired by God to help my people out of their crazy minds. Even in that time, people had lost their minds to materialism. We marched to keep ourselves in order. Many people criticized that, but that was the way that I knew. That can help our people to stay in order and keep our mind focused on the goal. That's what it was about. So we had to learn that we had within ourselves the power and the ability to move on, to reclaim our African land, to be proud, to realize that we were not savages running all over the place, that we were a mighty people. We once were, and we were to become again a mighty people. So in this time, unless we can listen to my words, the words of the eternal God within you, your inner heart, we will not go forward. And if we are here to follow other races, then we will not go forward. And unless we can connect with our divine inner strength and realize we were once a powerful people, and we will be a powerful people again once we concentrate on that, we will go forward. Just like in my time, black people are in the same mindset. But now they have so much technology, and yet they do not want to know. And they have allowed this brainwashing to wash them out, whitewash their brains, to believe they are one on an equal footing. They have much to learn. They have to learn that unless they see pride in themselves, respect themselves, and put their mind in focus and in order on the goal of why they are here in this time, they will not succeed. And as I have taken my time, my spirit, to come and speak through Neferatiti today, I also have to send her messages of positivity, moving forward, holding your head high. Know that you are a proud African in this time. Your spirit is a proud African, and that your ancestors were great Africans. Know this. You have not come from a nation of savages. Don't let anybody fool you with that one. Once you know where you have come from, you know where you are going to. Hold your hands out to your ancestors and say, inform me of my past. Speak to me in dreams. Speak to me in messages. Speak to me in information that comes my way. But know that you lot are in full contact with your ancestors, your African ancestors. Do not see yourselves as little islands or little areas. You are one African people. Connect with them. Africa has not always been what it is today with this Western infiltration. Know that Africa was a fertile and a beautiful place. And if it wasn't a beautiful place, people wouldn't be running their teeth in the culture, wanting to live amongst these beautiful people. So use common sense as well. And on that note, I have said my piece for today. The Honorable Marcus Garvey, the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey, the ones who thought they would have forgotten me and I'm dead, my spirit still lives on. I bid you farewell.